Good morning, my learners. How are you all? Here we are with another interesting topic. Today's topic is bending materials. So, we're going to explore some of the materials that can bend and try to change their shape. Let's do this. In this lesson, you will identify the properties of metal and you will discuss the discoveries made by scientists. Let's move to the keyword. On number one, we have the word metal. Number two, hot. Number three, bend. And number four, cool. Here we go. These are for your reference, science textbook, page number 6 and 7 of your school read. So let's have a look at things made of metal. Can you recall, learners, where we can find metal? Yes, you can pause the video, think about the lessons we have studied earlier. Let's brainstorm some of the properties. You can go to your home, fetch for some things made of metal, and let's brainstorm them. Take your time, pause the video. Now, try one of these actions. Try to bend the material you got with you. Try to bend that metal and see if it can bend. Is it a soft metal or is it a hard metal? For your reference, you can refer to page 6 and 7. Okay, so let's move on. Have a look at the metals around you. Do you think you can bend them easily? Because metal is usually very strong, learners, and it's not a bendy material. But still, you can find some metal materials, objects that are in a different kind of shape, and you wonder how they are in that shape. For example, some rings made of metal, just like you see here in the picture, the spring made of metal. It's used in jewelry as well, bracelets. So how come these things got these shape? Have you ever wondered about it? One of the softest or bendy metal that you can find at your home easily is a bendy foil, a metal foil, isn't it? Sometimes your mommy uses it in the kitchen for cooking or covering the food. It's a very thin cover and it's called metal foil. You can easily bend it. But how about some other things? Sometimes we need to shape a metal that is not easy to bend. So what do you think? How it's bended? Any guesses? Look at the pictures carefully. Can you see what's happening here? This is a very dangerous job, and only special people can do it, like blacksmiths. Who are blacksmiths? They wear very special thick gloves and clothes to protect them, and then they heat it in the fire. They heat the metal. Once the metal is hot, they can bend it easily into any shape, and they have to do it very quick before the metal starts cooling, because once it cools down, it's not going to bend. So can you see the color of the metal changing from silver gray to orange? You know why is it changing? Yes, because this metal here is very hot. So when metal is hot and ready to change, it turns orange. And it's easy to bend before it cools. Once it cools, you cannot change. Here is your time to explore. I want you to take a metal foil and try to use those actions. Bend, twist, squash, and then try and look around you for any other metal object and try to do and use same action. Bend, twist, squash. See which one can bend and which one cannot bend. And you can record those observations in your copybook. Try to explain why metal foil things can change, but other metal objects cannot change. You can do a little bit of research work to find out your answer. answers to your questions. Here is a challenge for learners. So learners, each one of you have a different card. You can pick your card and answer. Gummy bears. Your card says name any object made bendy. That's bendy. And then chalk shapes, your card is named for metal object. Last one, marshmallows, I want you to look for some metal objects and name their properties. Take your time, pause the video. Here is a link for you on your Active Learn. It's been already allocated. It's an interactive board. It says the odd one out. So here, look at the pictures carefully, learners. Which things can bend and which of these cannot bend? The one that cannot bend is definitely the odd one. So here I have example of a pipe that's twisting, bending, and a straw and a pencil. So what do you think? Which one cannot bend? That's right, of course, the pencil. So do the rest and practice. It will be a lot of fun, and look around you as well. Let's talk about what did you learn today? So can you identify the properties of metal? Can you? Give yourself a number from 4 to 1. 4 is you got it. 3, you're almost there. 2, you sort of have an idea. What is it? And 1 means you don't know. So if you don't know, do talk about it with your teacher. Last one, can you discuss the discovery made by scientists about the metal material? Have a good day until I see you in the next class. Assalamu alaikum.